This is News 8 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at noon. I'm Alexandra Carter. In less than an hour now, Madison police will provide an update on yesterday's deadly school shooting. This as we're learning new details today about the shooter. News 8 Now's Allison Fergit joins us from the newsroom with that update. Allison, what are we learning?
Alexandra, the Madison police are still looking for answers after yesterday's shooting. What we know now is that the shooter has been identified as a 15-year-old female student who went to the school. When police arrived on scene, they found her with a gunshot wound, and she was later pronounced dead. A 9mm handgun was found on the scene. Officials also saying yesterday that a second grader was the one who made the 911 call shortly before 11, reporting that shooting. And some students at the school telling reporters what they were feeling in the moment.
Well, it was basically lunchtime, and then I just heard sodding. I was really scared and I was really sad.
I was scared. Why did they do that? Why?
Madison community members have begun setting up a memorial outside of the school. On top of the 2 that were killed, 6 more were injured. Police say at least 2 of those wounded in the shooting have been released from the hospital. 2 students still face life-threatening critical injuries. And Alexandra, as you mentioned, there will be another police press conference in about an hour. For now, in the newsroom, Allison Fergit. Alexandra, back to you.
All right, Allison, heartbreaking to hear from those kids. Thank you for that update, and we will carry that press conference on our digital platforms for you. Madison coming together last night to remember those victims. Vigils drew crowds across the city from outside of Abundant Life Christian School to a Middleton church. Local businesses joined neighbors in showing their support for the grieving community.
So I don't know how many restaurants today provided food, but inside that clinic there was no shortage of food. Because, you know, just pizza place after pizza place, Chick-fil-A, places like that, they just bring the food. They just bring in food.
Remove the feelings from it objectively.
Madison also held their own vigil.
These lives that were lost here, they all had their own stories, aspirations, goals in life. They had people who loved them. These are not just, you know, this isn't just a person. These are real people who lost their lives. Brendan.
Several more vigils are expected to be held across Madison tonight, including one hosted by the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County. That'll be at 6 p.m. at the State Capitol building. And in just hours, sentencing for Madeline Kingsbury's killer, Adam Fravel, faces a judge today after being convicted of first-degree murder in the Winona mother's death. That sentencing set to start at 1:45 this afternoon. You can watch that live on our website and channel 8.2. A murder suspect has pleaded not guilty in a Prairie du Chien killing. 39-year-old Jesse Slaughter entered that plea in Crawford County Court this morning. He's charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the October death of Daniel Welsh. Police found the 65-year-old victim dead in his home with sharp force injuries. Slaughter remains jailed on a $250,000 cash bond. His next court date is set for March 10th.
Well, that cooler weather that we have been talking about is here. We have our first day of this little cold stretch that we're dealing with occurring right now. Right now we're looking at temperatures sitting in the low 30s out there. There is just a very light breeze, so it's making our feels like temperatures just a little bit cooler than that. But overall, a fairly basic December day out there. Still gloomy, but the sun is going to be on its way as we go into tomorrow. Here's our high temperatures today. Everybody's staying just near freezing in the low 30s. And then again, we do have some snow chances coming up as we go into the next few hours of the afternoon. If we take a wider look at this, there's a lot of snow out there. Now this is going to look a lot more dramatic than it is. We're really not looking at too much in terms of snow amounts in our neck of the woods. It is going to start falling apart a little bit, but we will get a nice little dusting as we get into the afternoon hours here. So I'll have a full look at what amounts of snow we're looking at today, who's going to see it, and what we have coming up later in the week, because it looks like there's a possibility of a white Christmas in our future, but we also have a warm up. So we're going to have to hold on to that snow a little bit longer to make it. I'll break it all down coming up in a little bit.
All right, Nicole, you said the magic words. We'll be waiting for that update. Thank you. The FBI and Homeland Security, meanwhile, have sent new technology to detect those mysterious drones flying above New Jersey. You've heard about those, right? Sightings have been reported now in at least 6 states. The FBI has sifted through more than 5,000 tips in just the last few weeks. White House officials say agents are following about 100 leads.
After all that analysis over the last several days, we believe that the vast majority of these drones, of these sightings, represent commercial drones, law enforcement drones, hobbyists, of course, as I've said before, civil aviation aircraft. There's absolutely no indication at this point that there's a national security threat or a public security threat based on what we know today.
The FAA released a video explaining the rules for drone operation in an attempt to educate the public. The FBI also warned people not to aim laser or weapons at those suspected drones. And the FDA, meantime, is considering a ban on an artificial food dye over possible links to cancer and other health concerns. We're talking about red number 3 dye, which food companies use to color food items like candies and drinks. CBS News medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder discussed this controversial additive that food safety advocates have urged the FDA for decades now to outlaw.
So red dye number 3 is made out of petroleum. It's what gives that bright cherry red color to a lot of foods, candies, etc. What are some of the health concerns? There seems to be an increased risk, at least in rats, of thyroid cancer. We also see an association with hyperactivity in kids. This has been banned in cosmetics and topical medications since 1990. It is still in food and medications you take by mouth.
So you can't put it on your skin, but you can ingest it?
Which is really bizarre, right?
Yes, very bizarre. CBS News asked some red number 3 manufacturers for comment, but didn't receive any response. In 2027, California will become the first state to restrict the use of red number 3 in foods. The FDA is expected to act in the next several weeks. Still to come at noon, Santa is not the only one checking lists this season. Consumer Reports takes a closer look at what's in your holiday hot chocolate. Those details coming up.
During the New Year's sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $800 on select Stearns & Foster adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Celebrating 50 years, Asher Lassen Exteriors has been committed to craftsmanship as Western Wisconsin's trusted Renewal by Andersen window and door replacement experts. Our superior quality windows and doors from the trusted brand of Renewal by Andersen are skillfully installed and backed by some of the strongest transferable warranties available. Save up to 24% off on your entire purchase of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors. Plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Trust the experts and call Asher's today for your free no obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right, so we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind, because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information. News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
During the New Year's sales event going on now at PM Sleep Center, you can save up to $400 on select Sealy adjustable mattress sets. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving La Crosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
Welcome back. Nothing says winter comfort like a steaming cup of hot chocolate, but you'll want to choose your hot cocoa mix wisely after Consumer Reports investigation found concerning levels of lead in some popular hot chocolate brands. But CR has some tips on how we can all still enjoy a cup safely this winter.
As temperatures drop and holiday decorations go up, many of us crave a comforting cup of hot cocoa. But before you reach for that favorite mix, there's something you should know about what's in your mug.
Last year, we tested popular hot chocolate mixes and found some surprising results. 4 of the 6 had concerning levels of lead. This includes popular brands from major retailers like Walmart, Trader Joe's, and even Starbucks mix made by Nestle.
CR says this is especially important for children and pregnant people who are most vulnerable to the effects of heavy metals.
In children, chronic lead exposure has been linked to developmental problems such as lower IQ, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and autism.
And if you're thinking about spicing up your hot chocolate with cinnamon, which is especially popular in Mexican hot chocolate, recent tests by CR found that some cinnamon powders contain concerning levels of lead as well. But don't worry, you don't need to give up your holiday treat. Consider hot chocolate as an occasional treat rather than a daily drink, and stick to the recommended serving size on the package. You could also look for brands that were below CR's levels of concern for lead, like Swiss Miss Milk Chocolate Flavor Hot Cocoa and Ghirardelli Premium Hot Cocoa Mix. Testing also found several brands of cinnamon with low lead levels that are safer to use in your holiday drinks. Bottom line, you can still enjoy your holiday hot chocolate, just choose carefully and enjoy in moderation. This is David Fazekas.
In late 2023, Nestle said it stands by its product safety, stating it works with suppliers to minimize heavy metals in its foods. The other companies whose hot chocolate tested high for lead did not provide comments. Coming up, what's on your plate this lunch hour? New federal dietary guidelines want you to rethink your menu. We'll reveal their latest guidance when we come back. And for now, leaving you with a live look at what's happening on Wall Street at this noon hour. Stay with us.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Stella-Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella-Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today.
It's not very often a fella gets to offer the best products in the marketplace at a price lower than most others. When I look at this beautiful showroom, when I consider the quality of our products and the team of 80 exceptional professionals, we should be higher priced, but we're not. If you have any doubts for your next home improvement project, you should contact the board store today. It's not all the sales and discounts, it's the bottom line that counts, and you'll get no better bottom line than at the board store home improvements.
Today is a special day here at WKBT.
The La Crosse area once again showed its amazing generosity during our annual Joy of Sharing event. Because of you, over 1,000 pounds of food, hundreds of toys, and thousands of dollars in donations were donated to help those locally right here in our community. All of us at News 8 Now, thank you for your incredible generosity and for taking part in the joy of sharing and being a part of something special.
In your medical news, Americans should be eating more beans and less red meat. That is the advice from a panel of nutrition experts making recommendations about federal dietary guidelines. The panel also said there's a need to cut back on sugar, sodium, and saturated fat, but they didn't weigh in on ultra-processed foods, which have been linked to health problems. Federal needle exchange programs save money and reduce the spread of viruses and infections. A study found the programs, which provide new sterile syringes for people who use drugs, lead to reductions in hepatitis cases and injection-related infections. They also help save money by reducing the need for medical care. Another new study finds taxi and ambulance drivers have lower rates of death from Alzheimer's. Research suggests people who have jobs that frequently use spatial processing, like coming up with the best routes to locations, could receive a boost to their brain health. The same part of the brain that's involved in navigation is involved in the development of Alzheimer's. And we will be right back, but first we'll take a live look at City Cam 8. Nicole is in next with a look at our forecast.
When we went over the agenda and they presented options, they could do a little bit of it or all of it, and I chose to have it all done so they could address all the problems at one time, and then we would have all our issues taken care of.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you could rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive a 30% federal tax credit. Unlike a traditional steel wood stove, a Hearthstone soapstone wood stove delivers consistent heat using beautiful soapstone. Purchase your Hearthstone wood stove before the end of the year and receive a 30% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
Well, when they came to install things, they were very timely. They were very professional and told us exactly how long we would be without water, which was helpful to plan. You know, they came in, did the job, they left, you didn't even know they were there.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
Well, any snow lovers out there like myself are going to be in for a treat as we go throughout the week. We have plenty of snow on its way starting just today. Now, not everybody's going to see these flurries, and they're going to be fairly light compared to what we're seeing later on, but we will see some as we go into the afternoon. Still staying off in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. You can see that main band of snow was really along the state line of Minnesota and Iowa. However, as it starts to make its way into our neck of the woods, kind of shifts a little bit more south where that main band, and it's a very narrow band as well. So areas just south of our viewing area, more so into northeastern Iowa and far southwest Wisconsin are really going to be picking up the main amounts, and really we're only seeing around 1 to 2 inches. Everyone else will see a few flakes, mainly for folks south of I-94, possibly picking up a dusting today. Maybe areas near and south of I-90 could see upwards of 1 inch, but really all not too much. It is something to keep in mind though if you have a commute home later this evening. That's about when we're going to see most of those flurries passing through, so something to keep in the back of your head as you're driving home. Here's what the accumulation is looking like. Again, that main band starts off mainly in southern Minnesota, but it really dips to our south right when it gets over here missing us. So we're really looking at mainly just a nice dusting for most of our area. That's not going to be the case though as we come up into the next few days. Tonight, we're looking at cooler temperatures, staying in the mid-20s. Tomorrow, it's another chillier day, but still December out there, so this is fairly close to normal, just a few degrees below average, staying in the upper 20s. The good news is the sun's going to be poking out. We're going to be starting out with some clouds in the morning, but they'll move out as we go into the afternoon. We finally see the sun after what's been around 3 or 4 days of cloudiness. We do have an alert day to come up, not tomorrow, but we're looking farther towards Thursday. That's when we have a good amount of snow coming in. This is going to be throughout most of the day Thursday, could stretch into the very early hours of Friday as well. We're really doing this alert day because of the hazardous travel conditions that could come along with us, as many areas could be seeing upwards of 6 inches on the higher end of the scale. This is mainly going to be along and north of I-90 with higher snow amounts as you travel farther north. So let's take a look at how this is going to span out. Here we are very early in the morning, Thursday, 1 in the morning. This system is going to have kind of a weird shape to it. Almost has a nose on the front of it, and that's really what's going to give areas north of I-94 the most snow amounts, because they're going to see the flurries over top of them a little bit longer. So we'll see some flurries starting to travel down north of I-94 very early in the morning Thursday, starting to slowly move over into our areas north of I-90. We'll start seeing them later in the morning Thursday, but as we go into the afternoon, everyone will be under these flurries. Everyone is seeing a chance for at least some form of snow accumulation, and this is really going to last throughout most of the day Thursday, starting to taper off a little bit into the evening, and we could still even be seeing a few isolated flurries into central Wisconsin as we move into Friday morning. So here's a look at our accumulation amounts. A fairly precise line passing just south of I-94 that's really dividing the folks who are seeing the higher amounts and the less amounts. Eau Claire could be picking up 4 to 8 inches, La Crosse looking at 2 to 4, and everywhere south of that around 1 to 2, but those are all still subject to change, and getting the exact amounts will be what we're looking at in the next few days. So make sure you stay tuned for the updated forecast on that, because it's really looking like it's going to be our first big snow of the season. Unfortunately, as you see, Tuesday is the December 24th, and we're already up to 37 degrees. So whether that snow sticks around for Christmas time, still up in the air.
Okay, but at least we're gonna get some. We were saying we've had some dustings, but yeah, we need
some nice
some
snow,
measurable snow. Yeah, stick around. All right, thank you. Still to come, it is a Santa Paws celebration. We'll show you the heartwarming moment rescue dogs get to choose their own Christmas gifts right after this quick break.
From messes to spills, with next-gen Nuvella Performance Fabric, you can relax. It's life-resistant. And right now, you can save on new high-performance styles. And don't forget to shop our year-end clear-out with select items up to 50% off. Only at Ashley.
Does your home have a crawl space? They can be filled with musty air, standing water, mold, and pests, all right beneath your feet. And those things can eventually make their way inside your home. Protect your family and your home's value with crawl space sealing from American Water Works. A sealed crawl space stays clean and fresh, blocks out pests, and keeps your home warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. A sealed crawl space means a healthier home. So for a healthy, energy-efficient home, call American Water Works.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
The most important value at Schwebel Getz & Sieben is our commitment to our clients.
My team at Schwebel Getz & Sieben was incredibly responsive. Anytime I had a concern, I would have an answer almost immediately, and often those answers provided great comfort. That allowed me to take care of myself, take care of my son, and put my life back together again.
You need an experienced attorney on your side. Schwebel Getz & Sieben. Call or visit schwebel.com.
Ashley's Stellar Sleep Celebration is going on now. Snooze now and pay later with 0% interest for 60 months in-store only. And receive a $300 gift with purchase. Hurry to your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
The place to save big money on all your home improvement needs.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Christmas came early for some four-legged friends in Ireland. Dogs at the Dog Trust Rescue in Dublin got to pick out their own holiday presents. You see them here. The shelter's annual Santa Paws Day features hundreds of donated toys laid out for the pups to choose from. Each dog gets to dash in and select their perfect holiday gift. Looks like they're having a fun time. Nicole is back with the final weather check right after this break.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Shop local this holiday season at the Jackson Plaza. Make cleaning a breeze with A1 Vacuum, your partner in keeping the holiday spotless for over 75 years. Visit Ooh La La Consign and Furniture Annex for consigned and curated collections. A consignment shop that highlights the beauty and utility of previously loved items. Pop on down to the Gourmet Candy Shop. From fresh roasted nuts, fudge, domestic and European chocolates, make every celebration deliciously unforgettable. Shop Jackson Plaza today.
It's officially cozy season.
You're the coolest.
Let's go!
You've set quite a vibe here.
That's how we roll.
Down the Drew Barrymore show. Down the Drew Barrymore show. This is the best interview I've ever done.
Yes!
Did I do that?
How fun is this? You won't want to miss it.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8.
Chart your career with a fabricator position at Chart Industries. Starting wage up to $30 per hour with no experience necessary. Excellent pay and awesome benefits. Apply now at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Happy holidays from News 8 Now.
We are halfway through December already, so we should be almost at 6 inches of snow in La Crosse, but we've barely gotten half an inch. Eau Claire, a little better story, but still well below average. It looks like we're going to get up there and get possibly above what we should usually be at for December, though, as we get through
Okay,
Thursday,
yeah,
so.
we've got some catching up to do, don't we?
Yes, we do. I bet we'll do it, though.
Yes, we're ready for it. All right, well, thank you for joining us. That does it for us at noon. We will see you back here tonight.